do you want to get mad?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get mad, and you already know, so it's not really, it's just for like literally a month in a row, every episode I start off with, I got good news.
Oh, okay.
More good news.
Oh.
I got published.
Oh, well, that's it. Yeah,
well, I got accepted. I'm going to be published in late November in the Anoia Review, which I just found out yesterday is a Singapore-based publication. Ooh. So another international one. This is just a poem. Nothing right now.
Just a poem.
Just a poem. But it's cool that I got another one, and this one's for November. So, but it is cool because now the only month I have not had anything published is September, which is this month.
Yeah.
But I got 2 in October, so I guess that makes up for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I play my cards right, I'm going to have 3.
Yeah,
we'll see. Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Speaking of publishing, I just wanted to mention that I am almost done with Unknown Mail by Nicholas Obregon. And goddamn, Nick can write his ass off.
He's a good writer.
Yeah, like I remember Blue Light Yokohama and Sins of Scarlet were really good, but this book, he really developed over that time period. So if you folks have not listened to any of the episodes with him on, what the fuck? Well, you go back.
Some of the best episodes.
Yeah, but if you like crime fiction and more of a literary flair, definitely read his work. Blue Light Yokohama, Sins of Scarlet, and Unknown Mail. I don't know why it took so long to read Unknown Mail. I wish I would have read it earlier. Right. But he has The Sugar Man coming out, and he might be on to promote that. I haven't.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I got to talk to him. Hopefully he gives us a copy for free. But he's one of them writers that makes me mad because I'm like, yeah, I'm not that good.
Yeah. And he's one of those ones that and I know that it's not, but he makes it seem like effortlessly. Yeah. The writing, like it
effortless, yeah.
It makes it seem like, he just gets it all in one smooth motion. It's all nice and easy for the guy, even though that we know that it's not, but it has that feeling to it.
Yes, it does, Spencer. Yes, it does.
Which I also we brought up the Sugar Man. I'm interested to see what that's gonna be like.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just another crime, but the way it has been sold to me is it seems more horror like. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. I mean, I've had some conversations with him off air about what he was working on over the past year or so. And I don't know if it is the Sugar Man or not because he was talking about, I'm not going to give it away in case it is, but a very uniquely set up crime story. Let's just say that. Like one in a community you would not expect.
Right.
So that would be fun to read. But anyway, we have a fabulous episode. The best episode. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge.
The greatest episode.
Yeah. Also, we mentioned in the last episode we just recorded that's going to be released next month. We're randomly huge in China now.
You sent me that screenshot. There's some kind of course they're studying with us.
I think it's already out of business, but surprise. No, I happened to look at the numbers and I noticed we had a huge influx of downloads recently. It's like, what is that about? And I looked and they were all from China, and I don't think we've ever had a download from China. No. So it's like, why do we have 330 something downloads in one, just on one day, in an hour? So I just looked us up on Google to see if we're trending on anything, and just you go down a few, a website came up. I forget what the name of that was. Not Hermitage, Himalaya or something.
Something like that.
But in the title of it, it said something along the lines of the Drunken Pen Writing podcast course.
Yeah, there's a few things it could be. It could either be they're learning how to podcast from us. Terrible idea. They're learning English from us.
Hold on, I took a picture. Let me.
Terrible idea if they're trying to learn English from us.
Yeah.
If they're trying to learn writing from us, terrible idea.
So it just says Drunken Pen Writing Podcast Course. That's the link title. In this course, free listen to audiobook Drunken Pen Writing Podcast episode by Drunken Pen Writing, a non-profit writing and arts podcast. Okay. And then when you click on the link, it's all Chinese, but you can translate it to Spanish, which I know.
Okay.
So I translated to Spanish, and it's defunct.
Okay.
Whatever they were stealing is not, I guess, not on there anymore, unless it goes to links that I don't know about. So I just thought that was odd that they're finally trying to pirate us.
Yeah, for what reason?
I know we had that happen in India for a while where a bunch of Indians were stealing our content, but China, I expected a lot sooner.
Maybe we'll get into some TikToks.
They're probably just stealing our voices and then using their AI software to just steal our bank info. Like make it sound like we call the bank.
Oh,
and
yeah.
give us. Well, guess what? You're not getting a lot of money, China.
Yeah.
Good luck. You are listening to the Drunken Pen Writing Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Caleb James. With me today, do you want to guess your name?
No.
Spencer, the Hollywood Hyman Hacker Church.
Oh.
Yeah. I brought that up because one of the characters in that Shirley Jackson movie I watched, his name was Hyman. Unfortunate Jewish name. Hyman. You know what we're talking about today, Spencer?
No, I do not.
31 Halloween books to read this October.
Ooh, one a day.
Of course, this was started last year. This was published last year from the Halloween Book Club. But they have to know what they're talking about. They got a ghost as their avatar.
That makes sense. Isn't that Snapchat?
What?
Does Snapchat isn't their thing a ghost?
No, this is a much shittier ghost.
Ah, yes.
It's holding
a basket.
Pumpkin basket. It's not a shitty ghost. It's a fun ghost.
Yeah.
Snapchat's the shitty ghost. Fuck Snapchat.
So Snapchat's a slutty ghost.
I thought that was just a blob of...
A blob of...
You know.
No, I don't.
Man cum. Blob of man cum.
He's going to go with like, mayonnaise.
No. Cum. C-U-M. I don't like when you read certain things and they spell it C-O-M-E.
Yeah.
I hate that. Just spell it the way it's supposed to be. C-U-M cum. Who came up with that? We should really investigate.
Is that in the dictionary?
Cum?
Yeah.
Should be. I don't think it is. Not the right dictionary anyway. Not that fucking Webster's. Tell you that. It might be now. I don't know.
I mean, they got bling bling in there.
All right, so here's the list.
Go.
It's not numbered. I don't like it.
Then why mention 31 if they're not going to be... Oh, you fucks.
Oh, man.
And even Nitro's upset. He went upstairs.
It's a very cummy list then. All right. 31 Halloween books to read this October. Unnumbered. The October Boys by Adam Millard. Or is it Millard? I don't think it's Millard. It's not going to be one of them episodes where we do the list justice, is it?
It doesn't seem like it.
Halloween, 1988. A gang of 12-year-old boys are trick-or-treating in London. Oh, they do that there? Off in the distance, they hear the What's that word?
Yeah, right? Have a drink of your tall water.
It's so warm, though. Off in the distance, they hear the discordant chimes of an ice cream truck. It seems strange to hear on a cold autumnal night, but they're just say autumn night. Why does it be autumnal? Autumnal. Autumnal. So this is night in autumn. Their thoughts of maximizing their candy haul soon dismissed its incongruous melody until they saw the rusting hulk idling in the shadows at the end of the street. Its driver, a faceless shadow. You see a fucking ice cream truck in October, leave it alone.
Yeah, especially if it's like
on Halloween.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there.
You got candy. What do you need ice cream for? But that was the night that guy took one of the kids.
Yeah.
Just so you know. But then we flash forward to October 2016. Clearly, this is going to be a different scenario. Years later, Halloween is fast approaching, and Tom Craven is still haunted by the events of that dark night. Especially the fact that their friend was never found. Never found. You're yawning over there, trying to make it more exciting for you. Increasingly plagued by her... Yeah, blow your nose into the fucking microphone, you jackass. That sounds so gross. I don't even know if I can edit that noise out. I hope I can. This sounded like fucking cum bubbles. Cum, word of the day. What was I reading? Increasingly plagued by horrific visions, Tom returns to the place where it all began, only to discover he's not the only one who can feel it. Feel it. That kid probably had to feel something in that van.
You felt some things.
Yucky. Don't joke about that. That happens in real life and in this book. His friends have already arrived. That's how the British people say it.
I have arrived.
I am arriving. I'm going to arrive. It's British for come. His friends have already arrived and are preparing for a battle which could get them all killed. The ice cream man is back, and he's come for the ones that got away. Oh no, he's coming for them.
So it's it with ice cream.
Instead of reading this book, watch the Clint Howard Ice Cream Man movie.
Yeah,
where he kills people and he's a ice cream man.
Okay.
It's probably not better, but it's Clint Howard. He's weird looking.
Yeah.
Imagine bringing me and Ron Howard's weird looking brother.
I'd do it.
He is a goblin man. The goblin man face. Imagine him and Steve Buscemi fucking. Like, good God.
Well, I think like he also kind of played into it to a point because like.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did. You know what the next book on this list is?
What?
Fucking booger in my mouth. Whoa. What is that? Oh, that's salty. Yeah, it came out of my water. The next book on our list is Halloween Party by Agatha Christie.
Okay.
Didn't know she wrote Halloween mysteries. At a Halloween party, Joyce, a hostile 13-year-old, boasts that she once witnessed a moida. When no one believes her, she storms off home. It's very immature. But within hours, her body is found, still in the house, drowned in an apple bobbing tub. Graphic. That night, Hercule Poirot is called in to find the evil presence. But I actually really want to read this. But first, he must establish whether he is looking for a murderer or a double murderer. Yeah, I want to read that because I really like the Murder on the Orient Express, and I like Halloween, and that is a double murder possible scenario.
Seems interesting.
Got a cool cover, too. I'm sure that's not the original cover.
Yeah, but still.
You want to see the Ice Cream Man? That's a pretty creepy cover, too.
Yeah.
October Boys.
Yeah.
I just don't like all the cum words in that one. What's next? Ooh, that's a cool one, too. What October Brings.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween books usually have the coolest covers. What October Brings, a Lovecraftian celebration of Halloween short story collection.
Oh, okay.
Well, fuck.
Something different.
I may have to actually save this because all three of those books sound pretty good. I'm not going to read the Ice Cream Man one, though. I don't like Ice Cream Man stories. I have a thing against them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. They never give you the ice cream. That's all you need to know. They never give it to you. They could. It's right there. But they don't. They tease you with it, make you do things for it, and you never get it. Fucking Clint Howard. Halloween, a time for laughing children in white bed sheets and superhero costumes. A time for chocolate candy and pumpkins and trick or treat. A time for dark things everywhere
To slink out of the shadows and into our lives, reminding those unlucky few that our charades of Halloween cannot erase the centuries of history and pain behind the facade.
Ooh, I got a little dark there.
Oh, yeah, it starts with the dark. What October Brings celebrates the dark traditions of the autumn rituals, or Halloween and Samhain, in homage to the uniquely fascinating fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. Masters of the short story offer you a once-in-a-lifetime trick-or-treat experience. I would like to see who's in that story collection. Is it different authors? But yeah, it must be. That's a really cool idea. I like that. I love Lovecraftian Halloween stories. Also, because it might come up again on this list, people need to learn how to pronounce Samhain.
Yeah.
Because it's Irish Halloween. It's like the origin or whatever. But it's spelled Samhain, but people always say Samhain. Samhain. Next up on this wonderful list, Halloween Season by Lucy A. Snyder. I don't like this cover. It's just a big pumpkin. You know, in the old days, Halloween was much creepier because they used gourds and squashes as jack-o'-lanterns instead of pumpkins.
They're weirder in shape and bigger.
They're not bigger. They're odd. They're lumpy and...
Like off in different colors, right? Like what's those white ones?
They look like Bert's head from Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are bad colors too, like off-white and cream yellow and... Ugh.
I always like to see when people do... They do Ninja Turtle ones, but instead of pumpkins, they do watermelons.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to continue. So, Halloween Season by Lucy A. Snyder. Halloween is the most wonderful part of the year for many of us. I'm a Halloween guy. That's my holiday I enjoy. Other holidays could get fucked.
Right.
Fucked with a big pumpkin dick. How does a pumpkin have a... Never mind. The stem. I was thinking ahead. Ooh. I haven't been drinking, folks, so... Just imagine if I was.
That could be the problem.
Yeah. For dedicated fans, the season begins when the leaves start turning autumn colors and doesn't finish until Hallowtide ends in November. With it comes a whole lot of fun, scary movies and stories, haunted houses, seasonal sweets, spooky decorations, costume parties, and of course trick-or-treat. But Halloween is also a deeply spiritual time for some. It's an opportunity to remember and honor loved ones who have passed on. God damn it. Getting bored here, let's get to the point. Master storyteller Lucy A. Snyder has filled her cauldron with everything that Halloween means to her and distilled it into a spellbinding volume of stories. So it's a short story collection. Just say that. Just say that thing. October Dreams, another anthology.
A lot of those.
Classic novellas, never before published stories, essays on the history, literature, and films of Halloween, and real-life memoirs. Stop blowing your nose. I can hear it.
How far back do you want me to go?
Shh, don't blow it.
Okay.
Now nobody's going to know what October Dreams are about. This actually sounds cool because I'm going to read. It has a list of some of the names.
Okay.
So some of the featured writers in October Dreams: Dean Koontz, Ray Bradbury, Peter Straub, Richard Lehman, Poppy Z Bright, that's a person, Ramsey Campbell, William F. Nolan, and Caitlin R. Kiernan.
I heard a couple of those people.
A few heavy hitters in there.
That's okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't fucking reading something when you weren't sitting there reading something while I was making sloppy noises. Stop wiping it. It's gonna get raw. Keep wiping it. It's gonna get raw.
What else was just let it fall?
Just fucking plug it up. What's wrong with you? We were at the gym earlier, and fucking as soon as Spencer goes outside, he just has a sneezing fit, and he hasn't been right since.
I've been broken ever since.
What happened? You probably just got COVID in the gym. Next up, Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury.
I say you read that one, all right?
Yeah, and you can listen to a full episode about that on the defunct Arcade Bookshop podcast that I used to be a co-host of. Very good episode, actually, because I was on it, and I talked about this book. For those who still dream and remember, for those yet to experience the hypnotic power of its dark poetry, step inside. The show is about to begin. Cougar and Dark's Pandemonium Shadow Show has come to Greentown, Illinois to destroy every life touched by its strange and sinister mystery. There's a calliope in this that's said many times the word calliope, which I never would have known how to say or pronounce, except for it came up every page. So I had to figure out how to say calliope. This was a really creepy, unnerving story written in a poetic way that it was hard for me to get into it first, and I thought I wasn't going to like it, but once I got the rhythm, I really, really enjoyed it, and it inspired my writing.
Yeah, good.
So, recommend people read that book. Next up, The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. A fast-moving, eerie tale set on Halloween night. 8 costume boys running to meet their friend Pipkin at the haunted house outside town encounter. Instead, the huge and cadaverous Mr. Moundshroud. As Pipkin scrambles to join them, he is swept away by a dark something, and Moundshroud leads the boys on the tail of a kite through time and space to search the past of their friend and the meaning of Halloween. And it just keeps going on about funeral processions in ancient Egypt and cavemen and druids and
a lot going on.
God damn, I want to read all these books though. Then October Country by Ray Bradbury.
He's got a lot on there.
Yeah, this fella's writing up some scary works, huh?
I didn't realize he was such a horror guy.
Yeah. Didn't say the horror, just Halloween.
Okay, fair.
Maybe he loved Halloween too. He had big sideburns. No, that's Asimov. Ray Bradbury didn't have big sideburns, did he?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so. I think he had spectacles though.
Yeah, probably.
One more Bradbury classic for good measure.
Okay.
The October Country in Ravishing Rick Rude's 90. What am I reading? Sorry, I don't know. It's just something else came up.
Else just popped up.
Not Ravishing Rick Rude. The October Country is Ray Bradbury's own netherworld of the. I think that's why, because I read the nether and I just immediately thought nether regions was making me think of Rick Rude.
Okay.
Because it is not for sexual reasons. It is a rumor that Rick Rude's death was brought on by him injecting Viagra into his penis.
Oh, yeah. I heard something about that.
Turned black and fell off. And he couldn't handle it, so he killed himself. Is what they say. I don't know. Only the Honky Tonk Man said that, and he's a dickhead. I went to a panel with the Honky Tonk Man once, and he was wearing pajama bottoms, and his dick was free swinging. Very gross. Very improper. There was children around, and he did not care.
Nope.
I also hated him as a wrestler. Not because he was a heel, just because he sucked. Dumb gimmick.
Didn't really wrestle.
He sucked at it. The October Country is Ray Bradbury's own netherworld of the soul, inhabited by the horrors and demons that lurk within all of us. All right, we get it. It's Ray Bradbury. I don't need to fucking go into Ray Bradbury. Ooh, this would be interesting. That's how you spell it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no, it's not. Poems Bewitched and Haunted by John Hollander. A delightfully ghoulish array of specters and sorceresses, witches and ghosts, hags and apparitions haunt these pages. I'm not going to go into that anymore. But I want to say this. I'd like to purchase this poetry book, this horror poetry book, just to prove to somebody who doesn't believe in genre poetry that it could be very well done and win you awards.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you like to go in more in about that?
Yeah, I keep telling Bryce he needs to write cool poems about monsters, and he won't do it. Like, well, I'm not a poet. I don't want to do it. He needs to do it.
Yeah.
He should do it.
You should do it.
I don't know why. Emily Dickinson did it.
Good enough for her.
Yeah. This is Halloween by James A. Moore. Author James A. Moore offers up 10 autumnal tales of the darker things that lurk just around the corner of Indian summer. Can you say that anymore? I don't think you can say Indian summer anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's the other Indians, the browner Indians. You can say that Indian summer then. I don't know. I never looked up I don't even know what Indian summer is, actually.
Yeah.
It's like one of those old-timey things that probably don't...
I don't know. It's like something with the weather, but...
Yeah. A man learns of a town's obsession with scarecrows and tries to find the answers as to why they are so important. Another pumpkin cover. And a second pumpkin cover. And a third. Dark Harvest by Norman Patridge. Halloween, 1963. They call him the October Boy, or Old Hacksaw Face, or Sawtooth Jack.
Oh, wow.
Whatever the name, everybody in this small Midwestern town knows who he is. Yeah, with a name like that. Jesus. Sawtooth Jack or Hacksaw Face. How he rises from the cornfields every Halloween, a butcher knife in his hand, and makes his way toward town, where gangs of teenage boys eagerly await their chance to confront the legendary nightmare. Why?
You think you get rid
I'd be more scared of the boys.
And then you think you get rid of those cornfields?
Oh.
If he just keeps on rising out of cornfields, you get rid of the cornfields.
Well, corn's very big in that town. It's Midwest.
But
Probably
just
Nebraska.
like that section of the cornfield that he's always coming out of.
No, you gotta have the corn. I would hate to be the farmer that has to always harvest the corn. There's a monster man in there named Sawtooth Jack. Both the hunter and the hunted. The October Boy is the prize in an annual rite of life and death. I'd be more scared of the gang of boys that just want to fucking fight a machete wielding madman or a butcher knife.
Some monster.
A man with a knife. It's not right. Dead Leaves, 9 Tales from the Witching Season by Keelan Patrick Burke. This is a more modern one. If I edit out those loud barfing sounds, then people are going to wonder why we're giggling. I think I'm doing something naughty over here. Sweater season. I'm a happy man. Losing my voice. I got to hurry this up. Strange text messages portend a strange kind of apocalypse. I'm not even interested. I got to get through this list.
Yeah. We're like halfway through.
Yeah, there's too much. I don't know how to say this. The Sam Hannick and Other Halloween Treats by Lisa Morton. Sam Hannick. Savanick. Savanock. It's a lot of letters. Halloween Fiend by C.V. Hunt.
Whoo.
With the V and the H kind of blending together. That's, if you're dyslexic.
That's tricky.
Yeah. Doorbells at Dusk Anthology. The End of Summer, 13 Tales of Halloween by Jay Jonzelli. I need to get on one of these lists. And the rest is nonfiction. So I don't want to read nonfiction. Nobody likes nonfiction, except for all the millions of people that like
nonfiction.
I read some nonfiction. I probably should read more for reasons. So, Spencer, anything catch your eye on that list that I really did a shitty job of reading?
Those first couple ones seemed pretty interesting.
I want to read the Ray Bradbury stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did so many Halloween books.
And then there was the, not the October Boys, but the
one with the ice van, the ice cream van.
Not that one.
No,
I mean, that one seemed like it could be interesting too, but...
Oh, yeah, I shit all over that for no reason.
Yeah.
It was just the first one on the list.
But yeah, that one really just kind of seems like it, but with ice cream.
Didn't say that there's actually ice cream. I would write Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I'd like to read.
Yeah.
You haven't read any Agatha Christie. You don't know if you like her.
No, but I mean, as ones that you said that was standing out to me, that one did that one stood out.
The October brings the Lovecraftian stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a problem with other people doing Lovecraft, even if it's better. For some reason, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
No, but I love and see, well, that's a weird thing too. It's because it's is it Lovecraft or is it just cosmic horror that you don't like?
I like cosmic horror. It's just
if they try to make it sound Lovecraftian.
Yeah, instead of doing the Cosmic Horror Monthly, they do their own takes on cosmic horror. But if somebody's just trying to do a Lovecraft imitation.
With oh, you couldn't see it without going mad, kind of stuff.
Your madness is only blinded by his madness, and your combined madness equals cum madness. Yeah, the Halloween Tree and the October Country are both, maybe the one with the hacksaw face guy.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool, too. I don't know. I would like to read all these, but I don't need to buy more books.
No. Especially when we get more Shirley Jackson to get through.
Yeah, I want to read, was it Hang a Man or something? That was the one that was in the Shirley Jackson movie.
Okay.
The one she was supposedly writing in that movie with the extra gross-faced Elizabeth Moss. It's not that she's a hideous woman or anything. It's just that in The Handmaid's Tale, they always zoom in on her fucking face to the point where I had to stop watching it. Always, every season, closer and closer until you could see the inside of her fucking brain. I'm why are we doing this? And she's always making that constipated face anyway. It's ugh. But I was maybe that's just the director of that show likes her face. I don't know. But he did the same thing in this fucking movie. Just zooming in. I'm I don't want to see her face anymore.
You're going to get in trouble, Caleb.
Put her in the background where she belongs. Oh. Ew, you just smile. No.
Did it get on me? Did it get me? Get me a little bit.
I wish we were a live podcast that people could have seen that. I'm looking at Spencer, and I yelled at him about wiping his nose, so he stopped. And literally all of a sudden, a faucet was turned on, and just straight water just ran down his face on his shirt. It was grody. Why'd it come out like that? Oh, that's a busted faucet. You need that fixed. What was I looking up?
I don't even know.
Shirley Jackson. Oh, you're a fuckhead. You're a real fucking guy. You know what you are?
A fuckhead?
You're a fuckhead guy. Yeah, Hangs a Man, 1951. That's apparently very creepy. So I would like to maybe make that I don't know if I want to make that my next read. We'll end on this because why not? What should Caleb's next read be after Unknown Male? Because I'm almost done with that.
Well, because we probably won't have anything up for the web, that we'll have to read for the podcast anytime soon, right?
Finished everything.
So you can pretty much read whatever, you're open to pretty much whatever, right?
Yes. But I'm definitely in the creepy spirit, so.
Yeah, you want to kind of stay with the Halloween theme kind of stuff.
Do you think I could bust out Salem's Lot in a week or two?
Probably. Yeah, because I think especially once you kind of get into it, I think it'd be hard for you to get your fangs out of it, but...
I usually read faster on the Kindle anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you'll have
the Kindle edition, so I think, maybe that'll be the next... I haven't read any Stephen King this year other than... did we do any Stephen King stuff?
I don't think so.
I don't think we read anything.
No, because I haven't read any Stephen King in a while. And then just, randomly talking about it.
Well, we always have I read a Stephen King, you have to read something I picked.
Yeah.
I don't even think I read... When I read a short story collection, was that this year, though?
I don't know. Which one did you read?
The one that has Apt Pupil and...
Oh, yeah, you did read that this year, I think. Different seasons?
Let me look. Let me see if Goodreads keeps track of the dates. Probably doesn't. It's a piece of shit. I saw a new app. It's a better version of Goodreads, but I don't want to... Unless I can move all my stuff from here to there, I don't want to...
Start over?
I can't. Got everything cataloged. I read a bunch of stuff this year. The Divine Comedy I read. Did you read The Divine Comedy?
I did read The Divine Comedy, Caleb.
It's really good. We should probably have a full, lengthy, academic-based episode. I don't think I did read that this year.
No, maybe it was last year.
End of last year. So I'll probably read Salem's Lot because a lot of people at the book club said it was really good. I don't like vampires. I think they're kind of gay.
Well, there's a little kind of homosexuality. It's not gay vampires. It's not gay vampires, but there's some I want to suck your dick. And just picture, because they did that TV version where they had Rob Lowe be the main guy. So just, picture Lowe as you're reading.
I'll just read The Dark Tower. That's a quick one.
The whole of the Dark Tower.
Anyway, this is a short episode, but you know what? Because we just recorded an episode
Yeah.
too, and my throat hurts. And you're fucking leaking.
I'm
stuff.
leaking the places.
Sick. And I got fish I gotta cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fish boy.
See, you're still fat, Caleb.
Fresh. I am. I'm always gonna be fat. So we thank you for listening this far. If you want to check out Spencer's OnlyFans, I don't remember what it was.
The Nibbler?
That was not.
No.
That was the last episode we recorded. That's out
it.
next month. And it wasn't Nib. Something about busting hymens, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Right.
The Hollywood hymen hacker.
Yeah.
Like Hacksaw Jim Duggan or the Hacksaw in that story thing we read.
Oh.
Why are you hacking them? That's hacking them with what?
It's best not to say.
Or is it just Jewish guys named Hyman you're hacking?
That's both. That's not good either. Like,
it's both?
Well, no, they're both on like good. Like
those are both bad things.
Yeah. Both are terrible.
You can follow us at DPW Podcast on X, Facebook, and Instagram. You can check me out at CalebJamesK.com. When this airs, nothing's out at the moment, I don't think, but I'll have stuff on there. So check it out, and we will catch you next week.